Good evening and welcome. This is Mr. Successful coming to you live via audio transmission, and I want to say thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you to all of my friends, my family, my co-worker, my colleagues, and those of you that are taking the time to listen to this transmission. I want to say thank you so much. Ultimately, I want to say thank you to the students, all of my 6th, 7th, and 8th graders for all your comments, all your suggestions, and all of your replies. I read them as soon as I open up my email, and I want to say thank you so much. I know for sure, without a shadow of a doubt, that I am doing what I was born and created and crafted to do. And I want to say thank you so much for everything that you have said and the company that I have been in with you this year. It has changed my life for the rest of my life, and I owe it all to you, to the students of the Donald E. Woods Opportunity Center. I want to say thank you. You have inspired me. You have changed me. And I am a better teacher, educator, and motivator because of you. So thank you to everyone that's tuning in. I want to come to you with a message today that's going to change your life for the rest of your life. That if you implement these strategies, that if you apply these tools of wisdom and knowledge, you have to believe that knowledge is powerful. However, applicable knowledge is more powerful. You have to be able to apply the things that you know, the things that you have read, and you have a duty and an obligation that once you have been equipped with certain tools, certain strategies, you have a duty to perform them. And if you take these tools, if you take these words of wisdom, it's going to change your life for the rest of your life. You say, well, how you know that, Mr. Successful? Because it's changing mine. I am closer to where I want to be in this lifetime, and I realize now more than ever it's possible. You can live how you want to live, drive how you want to drive, eat what you want to eat, wear what you want to wear, but you got to believe in this message right here. And this message right here is going to be entitled How to Be Great. How to be great. I don't care whether you're a student, you are looking to be self-employed, a business owner, you are looking to be an aspiring politician, you are a business person, you are a financial planner. You listen to these tools, and these tools will change your life. You listen to these words of encouragement, and they will change your life. You are a student. This will change how you look at the classroom next year and for the next 4 years. If you are one of my 8th graders, this message will change your academic career. And it's how to be great. How to be great. I remember sitting in school, and I was great at so many things. I was great at writing. I was great at performance. I was senior superlative for most humorous. I was prom king of the class of 1988. I was selected by administrators to govern and oversee pep rallies. I was called in the office to be asked how should the pep rallies be conducted. I was solicited, a 17-year-old, by a doctor to perform at his son's birthday. But one thing I did not aspire to do, and that was make good grades in class. I could do every single thing else but make good grades in class. And as I look back on it, as I go back in retrospect, as I look back on that era, that time in my life, and I ask myself, why wasn't grades important to me and everything else was? It was simply this: no one ever set me down and stressed the importance of having great grades. No one ever said. The only thing they used to say is don't fail. Then that means all I needed to do was make a D or a C, because that wasn't failing. And then I see that same behavior in people in business. As long as I make a little bit of money, but my business is not closed, I'm doing okay. No. You're not in business to make a little bit of money. You're in business to be greatly successful. You want your business to be infectious. You want everybody to purchase your product. You want your product to be made for every single person. You want every person to know about your product. You want to be great at it. And it all starts with this: you must believe. You must believe. You must get rid of all the negative thoughts that you have told yourself, or someone has told you, that you're not smart enough, that you're not brilliant enough, you're not going to college, you're not going to do anything with your life, you might as well drop out of school and go get a job. Excuse me, what? And how far am I supposed to get with that? So the first strategy that I want to share with you is believe that you can be great. Believe it necessary for you to have. This has always been, since I have examined grades and since I have been teaching and lecturing and motivating students, this is always how I have looked at grades, or the grading system in which you are graded by. You should always strive for A's. Sometimes B's, occasionally C's, never D's, and F's are not an option. You should never put in your mind that failing anybody's class is okay. Failing at business is okay. Failing at relationships is okay. It's not. If you're going to be in it to be great. Be greater than your competitor. Be greater than any other student. Be greater. You ought to look at a F when you're in class and say, oh my God, I need to make this up. This is beneath me. I'm not a failure. F signifies that you have failed. You have failed the necessary competencies for you to move on to the next chapter or the next grade. And you have to tell yourself, I'm better than this. You have to tell yourself, there is absolutely nothing in me that stands for F. I'm not a failure. And stop. I realized when I wasn't even aiming for an F in school. I wasn't even aiming for a C or D in school. In fact, I wasn't even aiming at all. And it wasn't until I became an adult I heard echoed in my mind by someone, if you aim at nothing, you're going to hit that. And I want to share this, that you are greater than what you think you are. You are greater than what you are putting out and you are producing. Cast off mediocrity. It takes little or nothing for you to be average or produce average results. But it takes somebody great, it takes somebody brilliant, it takes somebody smart, and it takes a hard worker to say, I will be great. And you must believe that you can be that A student in all classes, not just some classes, but all classes. That if you cannot make that A, then you have to put more work in to produce that A. Because remember, success is hanging on the line. A can mean the difference between somebody paying for your college tuition or you not going to college at all. So now you have a choice. Now I'm going to present you with a choice. What are you going to do? Failure is not an option. Giving up is not an option. Will there be difficult times? Yes. I'm here to tell you this. There will be difficult times. There will be people that don't believe. There will be naysayers. There will be people that will look at you and say, why are you doing that? Who told you you can do that? Nobody in your family has gotten that far. Why are you trying to go that far? You need to evict those people out of your life. Anybody in your life from this point on who cannot contribute to you mentally, emotionally, and financially, they are wasting your time. They are wasting your time. And I want to say to the parents of the students, don't you ever go another single day diminishing the value of your child and expect somebody else to uplift them and motivate them, encourage them to do more. And soon as they are in your presence, you have lessened the power of their belief for them to be great. Just because you didn't do anything significant with your life doesn't mean that they won't, that they're incapable of, that they don't have the tools or the gifts or the talents necessary to go further. Because I encourage all the students, I encourage you, you businesswoman, you businessman, you entrepreneur, you athlete, I encourage you. You be great. You train harder than you've ever trained. You push yourself until you reach the goal line. The only difference between a winner and a loser is the one that reaches the goal line. And I want to encourage you, reach your goals. Reach your goals. Go after your goals. Go after your dream. Write them down. Say to yourself every single day, I'm going to not only be the best student, the best business person, the best athlete, but I'm going to be great at it. Nobody else, everybody else will be behind me because I will take first. I will take first. You have to believe it. Kill all the negative thoughts. The reason some people never reach their goal, never reach their dreams, never go after what they want, never go after what they aspire to be, never dream, is because they were never told it's possible. And I want to come to you to tell you right now today, it's possible for you to be great, for you to reach every goal that you set for yourself. But you got to get rid of all the negative thinking that you've ever had about yourself, that you're not as smart, that you aren't worthy, that you will end up in prison. Don't you put on those negative images and then allow them to hold you hostage into a prison that was never created for you to live in. And I speak freedom over your life. I speak a newness over your life. I speak greatness over your life, that you will win, that at the end of your life, you'll be able to look up and say, I won. The second thing I want you to do is be very selective with the people that you hang around with. I shared this in the previous video. Bad company corrupts good manners. The reason I was a great student in so many areas in high school, in so many areas, because the people that I chose to have company with, the people that I hung around wanted the same thing I wanted. They wanted to be popular. They was respectful to administrators. They were well liked. They were well admired. They were well loved. I never hung out with people that was doing home invasions. I didn't hang out with people that was robbing and doing malicious activity that was leading to expulsion, So you need to create an environment for yourself that you can have people in your life that will constantly and consistently encourage you and challenge you to do better, to do it greater, not to give in, not to give up, not to give out, who will fuel you, who will be that angel beneath your wings, who will be that pillow of comfort, who would be that armor bearer that you need in a time of crisis, that says, hey man, I got your back. Hey lady, I got your back. I'm here for you. You can do this. You're better than this. Don't stop aiming low. I often heard someone share this with me. They says, failure is not a sin. It's aiming low that's a sin. Stop aiming low. Stop thinking that's all you're capable of doing. You're better than a C student. You're better than a B student. You are better than working for somebody else. You are better than going in for 40 hours a week and making pennies on the dollar. You're better than this. I had to say this to myself often, especially within the last 30 days. I'm better than this. And it is changing my life. And I am implementing strategies that's going to catapult me into great financial success. And I want you to believe. Believe. The second one, select people. Be selective in the people that you pick and that you choose to be around. Don't hang around the students that all they want to do is make F's in school, D's in school, skip class, use all kind of expletives towards administrative staff or their parents. All of those you need to classify as non-friends. Have no company with people who mean you no good. A third strategy that I want you to implement is consistency. Consistency. You cannot choose to be great one day and then choose the next day that you don't want to be great. Greatness is an attitude more so than a destiny. So you must embrace the attitude that I'm going to be great every single day for the rest of my life. I will not accept less than greatness. Mediocrity cannot hang around my door anymore. Mediocrity cannot be in my vocabulary. Being okay is not necessary. Being great is everything. And you must be willing to fight for what you believe. The next strategy I want you to do is fight for what you believe. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be some nights you're going to want to give up. You're going to want to say, this is a lot. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. What's the point? Don't you let those negative thoughts rob you of greatness. Don't you self-sabotage your destiny, your empire. Don't you self-destroy the great thing that's waiting for you if you continue to fight. And I come to you with this encouraging message to say, continue to fight. Wipe your tears. Wipe your tears. Forget about the bad days. Forget about the sad days. Forget about the negative people. Forget about the people that said you weren't going to make it. You're no good. Your daddy was a loser. You a loser. I come to encourage you to say, I believe in you. I believe in you that you will win. Before it's all over and said and done, You're going to have what you want to have, live how you want to live, drive what you want to drive, eat what you want to eat, and I'm believing in you. This is Mr. Successful. I believe in you. Don't you stop for 1 minute believing that you are worth it. Be that great student. Every single day, strive for an A. Every single day, be your best to know the administrators. Be your best to get them to know you. Get them to be on your side and be on their side. Be that business person. Implement a strategy for business. If you don't know how to do it, solicit help. If you don't know how to be a great student, solicit help. Hang around the other great students. Hang around the students that are going somewhere, that want to be president, that want to be an engineer, that want to the same things that you want. Those are the people you need to hang around. And it's possible that you can live your dreams. It's possible that you can do whatever you want to do and do it great. And I want to say thank you so much for tuning in. I want to say thank you to all of those. I hope this has been an encouragement to you. It has encouraged me. It has blessed my life. And I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a wonderful evening. Continue to leave your comments. Continue to leave your replies and your suggestion. And this is Mr. Successful coming to you live via audio transmission. And have a great, wonderful evening. But I don't want to leave without saying this. I dedicate this transmission to Mr. Robert Edwards, the principal of Miami Northwestern Senior High School, as well as Mr. John Peavy, the assistant principal of Miami Northwestern Senior High School, class of '88. Thank you so much of everything you did to make me and allow me to be creative and to be a great student at Miami Northwestern Senior High School. I'm eternally grateful for meeting both of you, and you have changed my life for the rest of my life. And I hope one day, if not on earth, I'll be able to meet you again on the other side. Thank you so much for tuning in. Good night.